Hello, my name is Cleydson Barbosa. I am a Brazilian and the capital of my country is not Buenos Aires. So in case you don't know, the capital of Brazil is called Brasilia. It's so easy, right? Yes, for us, we think we live in Brazil and our capital is Brasilia. So for you, I hope it helps. And something very funny about the mistake of saying that the capital of Brazil is Buenos Aires and not Brasilia is that if you don't know, there is a huge and long competition between Brazil and Argentina. We have always been competitors. We're mostly known, actually our competition is mostly well known by the soccer. But actually, the soccer, everything indicates that it's just one feature is the manifestation that's most highlighted today, especially because of the competition between Pelé and Maradona, when the world was trying to find out who between them was the best. And as Brazil is totally crazy about soccer, and soccer is the most popular sport in Argentina as well, this was like the main competition and everything else is following that. But you know that in sports, the soccer is not the only one, the only sport which Brazil and Argentina are fighting against each other to be the leaders. This is not a technical video, okay? This is just a discussion, just for talking. As a matter of fact, if you have something, if you have a question or if you have anything to add to this discussion, just leave down in the comments below, because I'll be so glad to keep this conversation, okay? And if you want a historical background for this video, just let me know and I'll be so glad to reply with a technical historical video, okay? But the thing is, in Brazil, the geography of the country has always been mistaken for centuries. Most people think that if you are in Rio de Janeiro, you can just get a bus and go to the Amazon, you know, to Amazonas, to Rio Amazonas, and go to the jungles, and that you have the beach, and along the beach you have buildings, and behind the buildings you have the jungle, you know. So that's not that easy. Actually, I live in the northeast. I live almost in the middle of Brazil, and Rio de Janeiro is in the south of Brazil, and Amazonas is in the north of Brazil. So I am like far away from Amazonas and far away from Rio de Janeiro. I don't even touch any state which is near them, you know. So when Brazil, which is a continental country which has many different types of regions of people, as a matter of fact, if you haven't seen the video about Brazilians' colors and races, etc., I have done a video about that, so I'll put the link down below in the description. And some people just think that Brazil is like an island where you have the beach, behind the buildings you have Amazonas, and the capital is Buenos Aires. And actually the competition about Brazil and Buenos Aires makes it funny because Brazil is always associated with Argentina in many things. Argentina is always associated with Brazil as well, but it's like Brazil and Argentina is inheriting, I'm not sure if the word is correct, but it's like we have it from the generations before, when Portugal and Spain were in the peninsula fighting against each other to conquer the oceans and the world. And in Brazil we're like the children of Portugal, and Argentina is like the children of Spain, and this is just like we're keeping this fight. It's like you have a neighbor, you start to compete, to fight, and you both have children, and the children keep the fight themselves. You know, they go to school, they follow their lives, but they're always competing against each other. So I just brought up here because it's a funny fact, because Brazil and Argentina are always associated, but they are always trying to distinguish one from the other, and to see who's the best, who has the best things in the world, etc. So, but if you really want a technical, historical, geographical thing about this content, put that down below. And if you want more details about geography, about politics, about Brazil's education, etc., etc., there is a video in the channel which is called 7 videos to understand Brazil and Brazilians. So I really recommend you. I think this is going to be the best way for you to be introduced to Brazilian country and culture, and well, many things. So if you have any questions about Brazil, about South America, about the Portuguese, because there's another video here which I say that in Brazil we don't speak Spanish, we speak Portuguese. And or if you have even questions about Spanish, just let me know. I'll be so glad to do that. These videos in English which I do are for talking with my friends who speak English, or any other one who comes parachuting here, okay? So be welcome. If you want to join for free our community on Facebook, just go there. You'll make a lot of Brazilian friends who want to learn English. So that will be a very good way to welcome you here, okay? So down on the description you will have as well my social media, and see you soon.